In between his arrival in Beijing on Monday and his informal dinner with Chinese President Hu Jintao a few hours later, President Obama met briefly in his hotel with his half-brother, Mark Obama de Sanjo.
We just had a big hug, and my wife and he had a big, big hug, and it was very, very powerful, yeah, very, very intense, because he's my big brother.
Mark Obama, who spent the past 7 years living in southern China, has recently written a semi-autobiographical book, and in that book he says he was often physically abused by his father, Barack Obama Sr. Did the president ask you about the experiences with your father, the same father that you both share?
What I can say is that we talked about family.
And your mum was Jewish?
Yes.
And you're Jewish?
She is Jewish. I am Jewish, yeah.
Just like Barack Obama, Mark Obama was the child of a mixed marriage. While he never knew his half-brother while growing up, the two have met from time to time as adults.
There's always that personal connection, and I don't see him, I honestly don't see him as President of the United States when I'm next to him.
Do you have that relationship? You can pick up the phone and say, hey, it's Mark calling.
Well, you do that very carefully.
But can you do that? Can you pick up the phone and call him?
You know, I would say I'd rather not go into that for various reasons. But the thing is that we know how to get in contact with each other if we have to.
It was an emotional reunion for Mark Obama, a rare meeting with his half-brother, who's also the US president, in the midst of crucial talks with Chinese leaders.
Well, you know, I don't know him well. I met him for the first time a couple of years ago. He stopped by with his wife for about 5 minutes during the trip. I haven't read the book, but it's no secret that my father was a troubled person.
President Obama has now finished his trip to China, which was meant to build deeper ties, but also spending some time, albeit briefly, on family relationships as well. John Vors, CNN Beijing.